Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about relationships today and what's blocking love and connection for you. There, just so you know, I'm Gina Hansen. I'm here in Hawaii and I do emotion code, body code, and the belief code, energy healing modalities. I'm a practitioner certified in those three modalities. And today, what I'm going to be sharing is about how I've been able to help people just like you shift their relationship dynamic from boring, dull, even people who are looking for love. I've helped them find love and also heal relationships, divorce, first love breakups, and also help people who once had triggers in their relationships to actually feel more at ease in their communication and reconnect in their intimacy. And even I've helped people stay together. So I've helped a lot of people in their relationships. And I do this because we are all energy. We, uh, we have the ability to grow or expand or contract in our physical bodies and in our relationships because everything is energy. And I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a background on this so that you can grasp more fully what is this I'm talking about. If you've never heard of energy healing before, we're going down to the basics right now. And I'm going to share some slides with you so that you can learn that how incredible you are, this gift of life, this being of energy that you are, so that you can start to awaken and elevate your level of consciousness so that you can create happy, fulfilling relationships with other people and most importantly, with yourself. So I'm going
And
to
Gina,
share my screen. Yes.
would it be possible to start with the centering and PQing first to really help us to arrive here?
Okay, sure. Yeah. So we are going to take a moment to connect to ourselves because, this is important for us to start to feel the energy in our bodies because we're so busy in our day-to-day life, moving and getting things together. So this is the time for us to come back to center. And what I would invite you to do right now is to close your eyes, feel the weight of your seat on the chair. Notice the feeling of the sensation of air that is coming in through your breath, in through your nose. And then how does it feel going out of your mouth? Checking in with your breath, relaxing your shoulders, feeling your feet on the ground, wiggling your toes. And now I invite you to, with two fingers, your thumb and your pointer finger, if you could gently raise or move them back and forth so that you can feel the texture of your fingertips. Slowly move them back and forth. And also you can be aware of the sounds around you. What's the furthest away, the sound that's furthest from you? And now bring your attention back to you. And what is the sound that you hear that's closest to you? It could be your breath. Okay, with this grounding that we've just created, the space of ease, we're going to open our eyes and be present to this connection that we have here, this dynamic in our relationship and our energy that's being shared here. Even if you're not here and you're watching the replay, we're holding this space for you to share our energy as well. So I don't know about you, but I feel very relaxed now. And
Yeah, feels good.
it feels good. Okay, good. So I am going to share this short presentation, just a couple slides with you about energy and how it can affect your relationships. Okay, first of us, first of all, this is a might be a new thing for you because most people feel that they are this form, this body. This is there. There's a connection to the body and uh, a deep understanding that this is who I am. But yet, we are all so much more than that. And maybe you've heard of auras before, and basically, it's an energy expansion that comes out of our physical body, and it has layers. And there's basically an etheric layer, an astral layer, a mental body, and then a causal spiritual body. So most people also think that their emotions are usually something here or here, that's something that is internal and something that they attach to is like when you're feeling love, that love is here in your heart. But truly, it's a field that you create, that you hold this energy in. So also our thoughts are not just here, they're actually in our presence. And what's even more interesting than that is that we are constantly sending and receiving messages that we send it without speaking them. People are constantly tuning into us and judging us, and that's another energy that they create in our relationship. So this is a little bit about how our brains are electric, our hearts are magnetic, and so we are bioelectromagnetic beings. And that's why energy is constantly moving in us. And this concept might be new to you too. And it's basically that we have these energy systems. Most people think there's only seven of them, but there's really a lot more. There's even some minor chakras that help move the energy in our body. And sometimes it's like I said, this energy can stagnate and cause physical problems, but it can also cause problems in any area of your life, whether it be your relationship with money, sex, anything, anything, everything is energy. So this is a little bit of information on the chakras and how these energy systems run, connect us to the many deep layers of our being, and it basically our levels of consciousness. So the first most primitive form of energy comes from the base chakra, and that's about survival and fitting into the family, and that type of energy there is being a part of a clan, and then it moves up to there. Then ultimately, the seventh chakra is about connecting to source, and but they all play a role in your experience of life. And in Chinese medicine, you might have heard of meridians if you go to an acupuncturist. And basically, this is like the highway, the energy highways in your body, which help to move the energy. So they work in conjunction with the chakras as well. And like I was saying earlier, we're constantly sending and receiving these transmissions. And you might sometimes call it your intuition, like you might walk into a place and you're like, oh, my body does, I don't want to be here right now. This is, intuitively, you're like, this is not a good place for me. This is unsafe. Or opposite, you might feel magnetically attracted to a person, place, or thing because of the energy of that space. So, and then, like I said, we're constantly sending out messages on how we want to be treated. How we think about ourselves is also going out to people, and they're reading that. So that's a little bit about the messaging. And also, what happens is most people have at least 100 balls of energy that range in size from, about this size to about the size of a grapefruit. And these balls of energy lodge in our body. And like I said, they could stagnate. So if the energy is blocked, it causes a problem in the blood and lymph flow in your body. So you start to find problems that will eventually emerge because it's disrupting your body's performance. And so what happens is your subconscious mind will, in order to protect you, it will gather up this energy and place it around your heart. And it's meant to be protective. But what it does is it actually forms a wall of energy that keeps you constricted, and it feels very heavy, and it causes you to have problems uh, in your intimacy, your communication. You get easily triggered because your communication's blocked, and and then basically what it is it keeps you in a lower vibrational frequency. It's holding on to the pain of the past, and that problem can be extensive and cause you to be difficult being vulnerable, just being you. And you feel like you have to protect, be defensive, and cause a lot of disconnect in your relationships because there's a wall of energy blocking you. The true essence of you has been shrunken basically to fit in this wall, and it causes you to have major disconnect in your relationships, and it can also lead to physical and emotional pain. So what I'm talking about when
Gina, what is the
yeah,
experience? How you what is the experience of the heart wall? What are some things that you feel or you notice when there is a heart wall present?
yeah, thanks, Marcelo. So sometimes I'm working with people who have relationship heart walls, and what they notice at the end of the session is they just feel more relaxed. They feel lighter. And the reason is we're carrying around this emotional baggage that we have no idea. Sometimes this baggage is your own. Like, say you had a big argument with your son or something, and there's this friction there and there conflict. But sometimes that energy comes from there's other types of energy that could be causing this feeling, where it could be a past life energy that you brought in, which are the lessons that you're here to learn. And it could be
Mm-hmm.
an inherited emotion that goes very, very deep. Um, for instance, my son who just broke up with his first girlfriend, I did some healing for him, and what I found was over 60 generations of an inherited emotion that was coming from his dad's side. And that was um, such a deep blockage in his being able to connect to women, you know? And so what I noticed from this work in just working with my son, I released his life heart wall before he went to college because he was such an introvert. And basically that's what this having a heart wall makes you feel like you're wearing a straitjacket. Like you can't be yourself, you can't relax. It causes a lot of stress. And then what happens is after you start to break down this energy around your body, you start to relax. Your frequency is raised, which is this chart we're talking about here, is your vibrational frequency chart. So when you release shame, shame is was a big one for my son. Guilt, apathy, the lower frequencies, grief, fear. When you release that stuff, your vibrational frequency naturally rises up. So you move into a higher frequency of consciousness, which is more of love, joy, peace. And that's where you can start to manifest the life that you want. You can't, if you're, I mean, what that you want to have, because if you were to manifest from a constricted space, you would, like attracts like. So you would be bringing in a low frequency relationship. So it's
Mhm.
important to clear the path so that your frequency can rise up and you can start to attract a better quality relationship. And when I did release this life heart wall from my son, boom, that month he met a girl. They were in a relationship for over a year. And before that, he was an introvert. He's never brought a friend over to the house, and he's always felt shame of introducing people to us. I guess maybe that's my judgment, my understanding. I don't understand why he wouldn't, but yeah, there's some hesitation on his part to bring people around and to even open up about having a girlfriend or talking about that. Like it was just a lot of shame and uh, guilt, maybe, I don't know. But in any case, helped him manifest a girlfriend and opportunities. So, in I'll tell you a little bit more about relate. I was divorced over a year now, and when one of the things that I had in my marriage of over 20 years was being triggered every time my ex said my name. I would tense up. I would literally in my body constrict. I would feel it, and
Oh,
I just couldn't hear him say my name because it was so bad. Um, and what after I broke down my relationship heart wall with him as we were separated, our relationship got better and we were able to communicate civilly to each other and connect on a higher frequency instead of that lower frequency. So that's a little bit about me. Did I answer your question, Marcelo?
oh,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful, and I just very moved by what you were sharing and how even
Mm,
after your divorce, you became even friends with him, which is
mm,
amazing that that is even possible, right? Because most divorced people are
mm.
like enemies almost. So that's
Right.
beautiful.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is
You know,
another important thing to know about
mhm,
relationships is that uh, normally if people have problems in a relationship, we are programmed to seek therapy, right? That's the
Hmm.
mhm,
traditional route to go to get therapy. But truly, being that we're both energy beings, if I change my frequency, if I am coming from a higher place, then it affects him.
Hmm.
It affects everybody around me. It affects my son, right? So when I'm able to release the wall in our relationship, then we communicate better and everybody benefits. I don't have to go to a seek a therapist. I can actually just be me, and uh, good things happen when you do that. So yeah, it's
Gina,
been.
can you stop sharing the little bit of screen so we can see you a little more?
Oh, you can't see
There,
me?
yeah.
No.
Now we can see. Thank you, thank you. And I was curious. I'm wondering how I know if I have a heart wall in the first place because I don't really know. For me, it's new.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, so we have heart walls. First, the biggest heart wall we have, that's the one that's around our heart. That's called a life heart wall, and it's made of layers and layers and layers of trapped emotions. And like I
mm-hmm,
said, there's like 6 different types of trapped emotions. The ones that you experienced, inherited, past life. Then we also share emotions. We absorb them. And even when we're in our mother's womb, we start to feel the energy of the environment. So what our mom or dad is usually them, that what's is going on for them in their emotional state affects us. And we actually take on that energy. So all of this energy is layered around our wall, I mean, our heart. So it takes a while to break down, anywhere like 3 to 5 sessions to get to your
so
essence again.
you actually can tell if someone has a heart wall.
Yeah. And so
Will
besides a
will
life
you?
heart wall,
Can you share with me if it's I have a hard war with my mom because a lot of people speak that I do, but I never felt that. Is it possible
mm,
for you to check that?
yeah, yeah, you do. And isn't that interesting that we would
Okay, I
have,
do. Okay.
yeah,
See for
and
me that would be something that it would be a precious gift if I could remove that hard wall because it was pretty much all my life. I felt that I couldn't reach my mom, and now she's not
mm,
any longer with me, but I still love her, and yeah, I would love that too. So it's even if she is not in the flesh anymore, can I remove it?
yes, you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
And the,
No.
Yeah, it's crazy because we have these energetic connections with not just people, but with things
Hmm.
and places that we any so
Hmm.
what I'm saying is that we can have a heart wall with money, we can have heart wall with our higher self. We
Wow.
can have I've even worked on heart walls with our inner child. Um, yeah, So, and they start early. They, they start in these attachments that we have, energetic attachments that we have. They can all be healed and cleared so that we can step into alignment. And yeah, and how do I do that? Is I do muscle testing or kinesiology. I connect with you and your subconscious mind, and you tell me what is we're able to clear, so that we have a because not sometimes your subconscious mind is not ready for you to heal certain aspects of your life. Um, for one instance, once I was working with a woman, we were clearing her life heart wall, and it was Christmas time, and I got a few in, and I couldn't go anymore, and that she still had a heart wall. So I asked her, like, if there's a certain amount of time that we could go back and do the healing. And they said that the subconscious mind of the person I was working with said that we had to wait till the new year, because apparently after I told her that, she said, oh, she was going to see her family. And the year before, she had been with her auntie, and her auntie had witnessed her auntie passing suddenly. And so this trauma wasn't ready yet. She needed to reconnect with her family, and then we were able to finish later. So, um, yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I basically connect you. We work on what needs to be worked on, and it's pretty easy and painless. You don't have to divulge any secrets. But sometimes I do need a little more information when I hit an emotion or something if that's going on. Sometimes I need to get an age. Sometimes I need to get a location on the body where this problem is happening, and then I can release it. But you don't have to tell me much at all. So it's pretty relaxing and easy. It's not like therapy where you basically throw out all of these past experiences, and sometimes you really don't clear the energy that way. So this way it's completely gone. And one of the cool things about this work is you'll start to see the patterns where you resonate with other people because you share the same emotion or the history. So it's pretty interesting to see the patterns that come up and want to be cleared. So yeah. Any questions?
Gina?
Yes,
Yeah,
Anna.
Gina, how do you determine where it's coming from? You said your sons, let's say, that blockage came from generations before. How do you determine where is it coming from?
Oh, that's a great question, Anna. So I basically say, and sometimes another really cool energy that to find is what is called a miasm, and it's the sickness energy of an ancestor that we bring in. And sometimes, so basically, I ask, is this what kind of energy is this? And I find out it's inherited. And so, did Marcelo inherit this from his mom, from his dad? How is it more than 5 generations? And then I calculate from there how long it's been. And the beauty of this generational healing is that not only does it clear from the client, but it goes all the way up mom or dad's side and even clears from the children. So it's completely breaking the patterns of the past. And on the
So if
and
we
that's
don't know anything about our ancestors, how do we do that?
you don't need to know anything.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gina,
Yeah.
All right.
Gina can access that if she has a system, and by
Mhm.
relating to your subconscious, she can track
Mm-hmm.
where that came from, and she can go there and release it, and you feel it.
Mhm.
That would be, yeah, that
Like
would
for
be
example,
good
Yeah.
because, yeah, our ancestry is not, it's a history of genocides and all that. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
beautiful that you're saying that, because sometimes we
Mm.
carry so much from other
Oh, of course.
generation. It's not even ours, but it's impacting our
Of course.
life, our children, our descendants.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah. But also, sometimes I work with people who are Mormon, and I go back 5 generations, and they can name the person. I'm like, "How do you know that?" It's
Wow.
crazy. Amazing, how connected they are, you
Wow.
know? Like this
Hmm.
person is gone, but they still have the name and the connection to that person. I'm just blown away. Yeah, but,
Mm.
this is a very, deep healing that can be just for emotional purposes, can help you raise the frequency, and also it boosts your immune system and improves your relationships, so you'll
The,
just be healthier and
the
mhm,
one that most blew me away working with you, Gina, was when I have this big issue with my dentist. He did an implant and it was not done properly, and he wanted to charge me $3,700 to do it again. And I felt that
Wow.
he need to take responsibility, but he was unwilling. So I was going to take him to small court, and I was so blocked about filing that I called
mhm,
Gina and said, can you help with this?" So she did her
Mm.
work, and literally next day they called me directly to me and they say that they were going to do it for free, and when can I come in? I was like,
Ah,
oh my gosh. I
good
was
one.
so
Very good.
surprised, and just like with the son, right? Released her wall, and he was able to find a girlfriend. And I saw the picture; it's beautiful. Right? So
yeah.
So you so
Oh,
you've been with Gina for a while, Marcelo.
she has helped me so much. I mean, I have
Oh,
so many things.
wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. I have experienced a lot of healing from her, and initially I wasn't even very. I didn't even know she can do it. It's like had been one after the other. I realized, oh my gosh, this is real. Like one day I have a blind.
bloody nose.
My nose bleed, and I went
Mhm,
after 2 hours. I went to emergency, and they couldn't stop it. So I was desperate
Mhm.
because I could not go to sleep without running nose. So I asked
Right,
Gina for
right.
healing, and 5 minutes after she did the healing, my nose stopped bleeding and had never bled ever since. So it's just very, very profound. Yeah.
Very nice. And Gina,
yeah.
can you do this? Can you do this long distance, or is it personally?
Yeah, no, I do it all long distance. I work with people all over the world.
Oh,
And
okay.
I wanted to share one more story because as you were speaking, I remember the time I was working with you that I was also working with a 2-month-old recently. And last month, this baby had RSV and coronavirus at the same time. So 2 viruses, 2 months old. Immune system was,
Wow.
not strong yet, and she was in the
Mm-hmm.
hospital. And what I was able to help her do was to release the emotions and the belief systems that she was carrying at 2 months old. Again, part of the problem was inherited from her dad, and so that was helpful for her. But what I thought was the most important thing was to tap into her thinking, because we create from where we think, right? So we are creators naturally, but what we think we create. And so she was in a state of hopelessness, and she was having trust issues, with the situation, but also lack of hope, and inside of her too, being left in the hospital like that at such a young age. So I was able to shift her frequency, and also we can implant positive statements to support the person. So that changed everything for her. So boom, the next day she was able to, get out of the hospital, things like that. Things started happening for her, like the progression. But once we release that energy, that heavy frequency, she was able to be more happy and confident about the situation that she was going through and start to open up and trust the process. But sometimes when I'm working with children and animals in particular, they can't tell you what's going on. But being able to tap into their subconscious mind to look at their beliefs, their frequency of their emotions and even their physical body and different things that are happening. It is so helpful, especially as a parent or dog owner, you know, to be able to get that information, to know what's going on energetically. So
So
yeah.
you didn't see this baby, did you?
No, I didn't
So
see her. I
so
had one
so it's
picture.
so in
Yeah,
complete it was complete absence, right?
yeah,
Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's amazing.
yeah. And her mom is so thankful to have her come home, and you know, and then I was able to help coach her mom on what she needs. Like she needs you to be this way and tell her this, and you know, and so that was really helpful for her. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what else I have for slides, but um I don't know. What would you
I
like to see
I
more or talk, just share more?
I was curious if Anna would like to see if she has a hard work with anyone or even
Mm.
herself or someone else. If you are curious about that, Anna.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, he's asking if you would like to know anything about heart walls with people, or maybe, you know,
Well,
anything.
yeah, absolutely. I actually do. I, I'm very interested in qigong, and I started doing that, which has been helpful. I like it.
Yeah.
So does it have anything similar to that? Because that's what they say with qigong, right? You're basically clearing the energies and all that. Is it related to what you do?
Marcelo, you practice Qigong, you would know more
Well,
than me.
I am level 5 in Qigong, so I have a train with the probably he's one of the top Qigong master on the planet, Master Lin, Spring Forest Qigong. Yeah, a very good question. When you are moving the closest energy, but
Mhm.
the hard wall is not immediately in the body, is away from the body a little. Would you have that chart, right, about the how far is the emotional body,
Mhm.
Gina?
Yeah.
Can you show us so we can
Mm.
see that again, because that it will be
I
helpful
can
too.
I cannot see.
Oh, she can't see it.
No, but
Yeah.
I can tell you because I can no the other one, the one with the
Fun.
there, that's one.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
emotional body is 2 to 3 feet away from the body. The emotional
Hmm.
body is two
Mm.
to three feet away from the body. So Gina, she connects to you
Mm.
and to your emotional body, and be able to see and feel that if you do have that hard wall, and then she
Mm.
can remove it, and it's and then she check if it's been completely removed, and she will do
Mm.
whatever it need to be done to be completely removed. That's what I was asking you, Anna, if you would like to know if you have a hard wall with someone or any person that you would like to check,
Well,
just for curiosity.
of course, yes, with my son actually.
Okay, good, great. So,
Yeah.
what is the name of your son?
What is his name? Artie.
Okay,
Ready?
okay. So she's checking now and to
Yeah.
see if
There is. Yeah.
there is a hard wall, and you might experience that as a
Mm.
hurt, or he not listening to you, or he rejecting some kind
Resentment,
resentment,
Uh,
frustration.
frustration. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's just a matter of I had a very bad marriage, and like you, Gina, my divorce was a little earlier than yours, and it was quite a bad marriage, and it also affected my relationship with my son, of course. So,
First of all, Anna, thank you for being vulnerable and being willing
Mhm.
to share
of
that.
course,
I so appreciate you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Anna, I recently, and in that healing that I did for my son in his relationships with women, what I discovered
Yeah.
was he had he had a belief that my mother abandoned me and isn't there for me. So I was
Oh my
able
gosh,
to bring
yes,
that out. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Because I was a flight attendant for 28 years. And so it's part of my job, to leave. But he had subconsciously put that in and kept that. So he had some, judgment of me in growing up. And so, yeah, I was able to clear that.
Mine
And
was,
also,
yeah, mine was a bit different. There was 10 years when I first moved here with my son.
mhm,
My parents came to visit me about a month after we moved here, and my dad had a stroke here, and for the next 10 years I was taking care of my parents, and working 3 jobs and taking care of my son and the house and all that. So of course I did not know at the time, of course, but he did feel abandoned. And then with
mhm,
my marriage, with my second marriage, it was a bad one. So he basically threatened to hurt my son if I said anything, if I left him or anything. So again, I
Mm,
was not able to see my son or anything. So just would see each other like
mm,
without anyone knowing. Let's put it that way. And so he did feel like he was abandoned, and of course I could have done better. So it's not,
mm.
yeah.
You
So
did the
that's,
yeah,
best under
that's
those
sweet.
circumstances, Anna. So thank you for sharing this, and this is very helpful
sure.
because we don't know what people have been to or what kind
Of
of
course.
relation they have been to. So this is so
Yeah.
precious that you're willing so generously to share this.
Hmm.
And definitely that has a big impact. Not just in your relationship with your son, but also with your business, in your life,
Of course.
self-love. It has
Of course.
such a very, very impactful. Yeah, definitely.
It
That's
affects
it.
everything. Yes.
Mhm.
What
Everything
did
is
you say,
affected,
Anna?
for sure.
Everything, yes,
I'm sorry?
everything affects everything.
Yeah. Everything
Exactly
is
what you said.
affected.
Hmm.
Hmm. And notice that
Yeah.
also that the second marriage was also a unhealthy relationship. So there is something that is attracting that. So
Yes,
see, this
definitely.
is, I think this is what Gina can do that Qigong cannot do is to remove whatever is that
Inherited to,
belief or energy that is causing you to keep attracting that kind of relationship.
Yes, that would be good.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yes,
You
Yeah.
deserve to
okay.
have a happy, healthy relationship, Anna. Thank you so much for
Yeah, I
being.
agree.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
Anna, I
Yes.
can't, I have to say some good things because I feel like you have so much love in what you do. I can taste it. When I eat your
Thank
chocolate,
you.
I feel the love. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, but we can definitely, help. This would definitely help, increase that loving aura outside of you so that you can start to bring in more goodness into your life, into your business. Yeah. Hmm.
Yes. But the most important is my son, of course, because I
Hmm.
just love him dearly. He's my only child. So of course, he's the most important
Hmm.
thing in my life. So
Yeah.
Like a flight attendant will tell you, Anna, you need to put the mask to yourself first, and then your child.
well, you know what? That, it all affects your self image too. It's
That's
not only
right.
the others, but you just feel so guilty because I always
Right.
think I could have done better, and I made so many
That's a belief.
mistakes, and I could have done this
Yeah.
better. But it doesn't help because it's all in the past, so you cannot change
Right.
anything.
You are absolutely. And here's the beauty, Anna, is that when you heal what is in you, your son literally
It's
will be
true.
able to heal also.
Hmm.
Oh, I hope so,
Yeah.
because I'm very concerned about him too. He's extremely very good-hearted, very very soft-hearted. You know, he cares a lot about people, and for him to not be just like your son, Gina. You know, he is afraid of having relationships, of course. The relationship that he had a few years back, when he tried to, they were living together, and when he tried to break it up because she wanted a baby, she wanted to be married, and he was not ready, then she just tried to commit suicide. So that had a huge impact on him.
Of course it does. And here's a scene. Remember, Anna, with Gandhi in his very high self, he said, be the change that you want to see in the world. So when you are that change that you want to see in your son, it will naturally happen.
Okay, well, let's, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful gift, healing is, you know, because when we shift, not only do we shift our families, but we literally shift the frequency of the planet. And that is exactly what we need, especially right now.
And don't we
in,
need
you
this?
know, the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm going to give you another gift to you, Anna, is that this year is very crucial year, because this year is the fire year, it's the dragon, and it's going to be it's a lot of turmoil, and so the more you can you clear yourself.
You mean more?
Yeah,
More.
exactly.
Right.
That's the good and the bad news. The good news is that
Oh my God.
more change.
I don't think we can handle any more turmoil.
That's right. But the good news is also is that it's going to be an incredible change in consciousness for the planet, and so this is a good thing. But it's important that we support our roots, so we can bring beautiful fruits to contribute.
Yeah.
Are you a healer yourself, Marcelo?
I am, but I'm learning from
Gina?
Gina, because Gina's system is so powerful, and I'm blown away by how powerful it is. And the other thing is how simple it is. That you need to, even with the person, to be able to assist them. That's precious.
Well, just meeting Gina, she has such great energy, and the smile that she has all the time on face. I mean, the first time we met, well, yeah, we only met twice now.
Yeah,
but
twice.
The very first time we met, I mean, we just had such connection. You are so friendly and so lovely.
And let me tell you, Anna, that something very important for you to know. You can only see who you are.
Yes.
Well,
right.
Yeah, we try. Sometimes life just deals you some things that you're not expecting. So.
And here is the thing that I'm noticing already, that your energy is shifting as even we are talking. So this is very powerful, Anna.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Gina made me happy just being around her. It was really, really nice. Very good feeling. Yes.
Yes.
And same for me as well, Anna.
So
thank you.
Also, one thing that another gift that Gina wants to give us is this integration. That
let's do that. I'm
going to be. Tell us a little bit. What is that you are going to do?
Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do as a gift to you for you both, and it's called balancing resets, and it's a way for us to kind of, you know how we like reboot our computer. Yeah, so it's basically a refresh, and it gets everything back into alignment. So the communication, the connection, things like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it really quick. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but just, you know, it's basically aligning your body and your spirit and the communication. But so just take this moment of silence so that you can just connect and feel your breath. Okay. Here we go. One more time from the beginning.
How was that for you, Anna?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
good. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So I am just so thankful that you came and you got to witness this today. Thank you, Marcelo, for co-hosting with me. And it's been great to be able to share a little bit about the importance of how we are creating in our lives, and also to know that just taking a little bit about what Anna shared with us today about the thinking and the beliefs that we have about our past, and to actually start to move into the energy of forgiveness and self-love, and to shift our inner judge into more of a one that is full of empathy for and for the person that we have become because of the struggles and the challenges in our lives, instead of focusing on, you know, it happening to you, but look at the who you've become because of it. So yeah, so
Good.
I'm just, yes, Marcelo, you want to say something?
Yeah, how can people reach to you if they want to have a free 15-minute consultation to know about their personal life and work with you? What would be the best way to reach to you?
Yeah, I'll send a replay onto your email, and then I'll put in a link so you can get on my schedule and book a free
Beautiful.
consultation. Thank you for asking.
Wonderful.